Yes.
Now, is it true that at times people in jail, I'm not saying you, but people in jail have contraband cellular phones, like cell phones like you would use today? They have them in the jail. The person who's in custody.
You said, do people in jail have phones?
Or in prison, yeah, or both.
Mm.
If you don't know, just
Yeah, people in jail. Yeah, I guess.
okay. I'm going to show you what I've marked. Starting at 252J as in Jake. May I approach you on?
You may.
Mrs. Coleman? May I approach you?
Mm-hmm.
This is, I'm just going to show you what I've marked as Mr. Williams 252J, okay? If you could just take a look at this for me. Do you see what it says here? United States District Court, Northern District of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Division, United States versus you. United States of America versus you, Mr. Copeland. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And do you see your lawyer's name, Mr. Rett?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Durrett. And do you see the Honorable Judge Totenberg's signature on there?
Mm-hmm.
And that was your judge, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And you see the date, October 24th, 2018?
Yes.
And it has an amendment to the judgment, same case number, your name, right?
Yes.
And it just has October 22, the same date, but the judge signed October 31 and just amended your sentence. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And this is certified. Certified means the clerk, you feel that, if you want to feel it, feel that seal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And this shows that you pled guilty to the offense of possession of firearm under 18 United States Code 922G1. You see that?
Yes.
And your sentence is going to be on page 2, 60 months. Is that fair to say?
And 3 years supervised release. It's not on there. Is it?
It'll be on here, yes, sir. And I will show it to you. And supervised release is like what?
Probation?
Yeah. Okay. It's right here on page 4. See that 3-year supervised release?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Your Honor, I move for the admission of certified document 252J. It's a conviction of Mr. Copeland from the Northern District of Georgia. The offense date is April 28, 2015. Your Honor, the judgment date is October 24, 2018, but then it was amended. It was a correction. It's October 31, 2018. I'm just going to move this to court. Mr. Copeland, I'm showing you what's been marked as Mr. Williams number 252I as an ice cream, okay? And again, you feel that seal on it for a certified copy? Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is in the Superior Court of Fulton County, and that's state of Georgia versus you. You see your name?
Yes.
And that's indictment number. It actually says criminal action number 20 SC 176912. You see that?
Yes.
And do you see where it says that you entered a guilty plea under Alford? Do you know what Alford is? Remember?
No.
Okay. And it says 5 years to serve 3 years, balance of 2 years probated. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
On possession of a controlled substance, schedule 1 or 2 with intent to distribute. Is that fair? That's what it says.
This what it says.
Okay. And I'm going to turn to, you were sentenced by the Honorable Judge Ingram in this courthouse. Do you remember that by any chance?
Yes.
And I'm going here to your indictment. And Judge Ingram's name used to be Judge Millender. Did you know that? And if you didn't, that's fine.
Yes, I know it.
Okay. And this indictment was returned by the grand jury on November 20th, 2020 for the offenses of participation in criminal street gang activity that you did not plead guilty to that. You pled guilty to possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 1 or 2, with intent to distribute, count 2. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. And did you see your signature under where it says Kenneth Copeland waives a copy of the indictment, lists of witnesses, formal arraignment, pleads guilty to count 2? You see your signature there?
Yes.
And then the Honorable Jonathan Melnick?
Yes.
That's your lawyer, right? Former lawyer. And you pled guilty on January 25, 2022. Fair to say?
Yes.
Your Honor, this is a certified copy, and I would move for the admission of Mr. Williams, number 252I.
Minute.
Mr. Copeland, if you don't mind, if you feel the seal, that shows certification. Again, Fulton County Superior Court, State of Georgia versus Mr. Kenneth Copeland. That indictment number, I'm just looking at it and reading it, 22 SC 182134. Do you see that?
Yes.
And this charges you, and you pled guilty under Alford again to possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Do you see that?
Yes.
You were sentenced to 5 years to serve 10 months in prison, balance of 4 years, 2 months to be served on probation. You remember that?
Yes.
And this is, again, you're represented by the Honorable Jonathan Melnick. You see that?
Yes.
And I'm going to the indictment in the same indictment number that we just said. And do you see your signature here?
Yes.
When it says you plead guilty, and it is only to the count 3. You got that?
Yes.
Is that all true, what I said? Possession found by a convicted felon. See that?
Yes.
And the grand jury, and you pled guilty to possession of firearm by a convicted felon in the county of Fulton, State of Georgia, on the 27th day of October 2021. Did knowingly and without a lawful authority possess a certain firearm, a Glock handgun, accused having been convicted of felony in 10 SC 96938, Superior Court of Fulton County, offensive aggravated. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Having been convicted of felony on indictment number 10 SC 96938 in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on March 7, 2011. Is that true?
What's true?
That's what it says.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the count that you pled guilty to. True?
Yes.
Your Honor, I move for the admission of Mr. Williams, number 252M as he mentioned.
Minute.
And Mr. Copeland, that date, October 27, 2021, you saw a clip, I believe, of the investigator, detective Viverito and you in a room,
Yes.
and that was the same day, October 27, 2021. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Mr. Copeland, I'm showing you Mr. Williams, number 252G as in Goldfeder. And this again in Fulton County, State of Georgia versus you, Mr. Copeland. This indictment number is 20 SC 176851. You see that?
Yes.
And this has you pleading guilty under Alford to count 2, possession of a vehicle with an altered VIN number. You know what a VIN number is?
Huh?
Do you know what a VIN number is?
No.
Vehicle identification number?
Yes.
Okay. And it says 15 years to serve 3 years in prison, balance of 12 years on probation. You see that?
Yes.
And this date is also before Judge Ingram on the 25th day of January 2022. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And here's the indictment. Same number that I announced before, State of Georgia versus you. Charged you to count 2 possession of a vehicle with an altered VIN number. And you pled guilty to that count and count 3.
Yes.
Willful obstruction of law enforcement. See that?
Yes.
And And that's your signature or the judge,
Maybe try turning that backup mic off. I don't know if that'll make any difference or not. Okay, I don't know why that's started happening. Go ahead.
and you put guilty Jonathan Knox to the 25th day of January 2000. Fair to say? Yes. Your Honor, I move for the admission of Mr. Williams' certified copy, Your Honor, 252G is
A minute.
I'm showing you with the markers, Mr. Williams, 252 F as in follows, okay? Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia versus Mr. Kenneth Copeland, and that number is 12 SC 11 33 15. See that? Yes. And this has you pleading guilty to certain counts, including terroristic threats, count 1, terroristic threats, count 2, terroristic threats, count 3, and 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You see that? Yes. And you were sentenced to serve a total of 10 years to serve 2 years in prison, balance on probation. Is that fair to say? Yes. And this again, you feel like certification? Yes. And this was for the Honorable Todd Market, remember his executive? Yes. And this was the 12th day of August 2013, and that's your indictment, correct? Yes. And that's your signature? Yes. And that's what you pled guilty to, those crimes that I announced. Fair to say? Yes. Your Honor, move for the admission of Mr. Williams 252 F.
A minute.
Mr. Copeland, I'm showing you what's certified, and you don't mind this feeling, just make sure it's sealed. Yes. Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia versus Mr. Copeland, criminal action number 12 SC 11 0195, and this charges that you pled guilty to 3 counts of entering automobile, and then I'm skipping 2 misdemeanors. Pled guilty to, I'm skipping them. And then, actually, that's all going to announce, please. Yeah, 3 counts of entering. True? Yes. And you were sentenced to 5 years to 2 years in prison and the balance of 3 years on probation. Fair to say? This was it. And this was, August 12, 2013. Correct? It's also before Judge Markle. It's not with Judge Markle. And here's the indictment charging you with your signature. Here's it. Right? Here's Your Honor, I will be listed 5 2 years. I'm showing you from the Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia versus Mr. Copeland, document 15 SC 136794. You have a certification on it? This is Jeffrey Williams, 252D as in David, okay? All right. And this has you pleading guilty, sentenced to 5 years to serve in prison, community time served with that person who's stolen property. You see that? Yes. This was also before the Honorable Judge Markle on the 13th of December 2018. See that? Yes. This is your indictment. That's your signature. Yes. This is the admission of Mr. Wade 252D as the
Admitted.
So I'm showing you Mr. Williams number 252C is in collect. And it's in the Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia versus Mr. Copeland. And you're going to the guilty plea, count 1, which is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This is indictment number 10 SC 96 E90. Is that all look accurate? Yes. And you were sentenced to 10 years in confinement, but on the service of 1 year, 9 years will be served on probation. So that is, and tell me if this is the signature. Here you were represented by Suzanne Ahmed, EOM. See that? Is. Here's your indictment. That's your guilty plea for Alfred versus North Carolina. See the signature. Is. You entered that plea on the 7th day of March 2011. Very said. Is. Your Honor, I move for the admission to certified copy of Mr. Williams 252C as a
Admitted.
And Mr. Copeland, this is Mr. Williams number 252B as in Barrett. This again is in Superior Court of Fulton County, State of Georgia versus Mr. Copeland. And this is a non-negotiated plea of guilty Alfred versus North Carolina, and pleading guilty, 5 years to serve in prison, on probation. Is that what it says? Yes. And can you make sure that that's a certified copy? Yes. And Richard pled guilty to your lawyer, Jessica Stern, ST lawyer, so that is. This was August 31, 2009, correct? Yes. And you pled guilty under Alfred versus North Carolina to count that by taking an argument. See that? Count 1? Yes. And that's your signature because I have to know. Yes. You did that on August 31, 2009. Yes. Your Honor, move for the admission of Mr. Williams 252B.
Admitted.
Mr. Copeland. When you were able to be around Jeffrey for that short period of time that you said, that benefited you because it made you more known. Is that, am I saying that right? Is that true?
Objection on vague as to what period of time.
Can you rephrase your question, please?
Sure. You testified already that you were with Jeffrey for a short period of time from the end of 2014 to 2015, and you were arrested and didn't get out of custody on June 10, 2015. So somewhere in that period. Is that fair to say? Okay. You were around Jeffrey Williams at times at the end of 2014, year 2014, and then sporadically because you kept getting arrested, but no more after June 10th, 2015, because then you're arrested and then sent to federal prison for 51 months. True?
No.
Okay, explain.
I was on around him from 14, and then we started hanging at 15.
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
I wasn't hanging around him in 2015,
Okay,
only the end of 2014.
okay. And that was beneficial to you because it boosted your notoriety, meaning people took more note of you because you were around people like Jeffrey Williams and the people that he knew. Is that true?
it really was based off the experience.
Explain that to the jury.
What you mean?
Explain what you mean by it was based off the experience.
It wasn't about attention. It was just about flying on planes, going different, like just seeing more than just hanging in the neighborhood.
Before Jeffrey Williams allowed you, took you, asked you, or Tick or Mr. Trentavious Stephen, whoever, how far outside of the Atlanta area had you ever been?
Only once I've been to no, I'm lying. Twice